Before he became my firstborn son, little Billy Michaels was simply a stubborn brat. His obsession with the world of cowboys and Indians took precedent over all else. Any attempt to drag Billy out of his fantasy world sent him flying into a rage. His parents thought it all a harmless phase, until the day that a neighbor boy discovered a real bow and arrow in his father's closet and taunted the notorious Cowboy Billy into a duel. But Billy's toy cap gun was no match for the steel-tipped arrow that took his life. His rebellious attitude and refusal to accept defeat was a perfect fit for my violent circle of angry spirits.
Alright, so first of all, I'm going to start off with some paper straws or plastic, save the planet and everything. Then I'm going to be cutting those to size and adding a wash of brown paint to them. Take some cardboard, cut that into 2 triangles, add a wedge in between both of them so they can be put together. Paint those with gray acrylic paint, glue those to the end of the straw, add some glue to the end that isn't attached to the arrows. Now there's a point of access on it to my forehead. I'm adding a skin safe adhesive, aka spirit gum, to my forehead, waiting until it gets tacky, and adding the glue that I have just made onto that, and then putting some more spirit gum over top of it. That way I can add some scar wax to actually make it blend in quite a bit better. I'm using my finger with some Vaseline on it just to help blend out the edges a little bit. I am using some liquid latex to hold it in place better, just adding it on with a disposable sponge because you never want to use an actual sponge for this, otherwise you will lose it because it will attach liquid latex. It adheres to everything. Once I've got that down packed and it's drying, I'm going to be coming in with a red eyeshadow. I believe this is Love Plus from Sugar Pill. I'm using that on a pencil brush to put underneath my lash line, make it look like I'm really tired and obviously a little bit bled out. And then from that I'm going to be blending it out with Makeup Geek Sand Dollar on a small fluffy brush. And bringing that gray down a little bit to make it look like I'm even more tired. Once my forehead is dry, I'm going to be putting some powder over that to obviously take off the shine to it. And then you can totally do this 2 different ways. I ended up putting concealer on this, realizing that it wasn't the exact color I wanted it to be. It didn't match my skin tone to a T, so I ended up putting a little bit of brown water activated paint over top of it. As I stated in every video, I don't know why I didn't do it this time. And then putting the concealer back over top of it. It makes it just match up a lot better. Also super not trying at all to flip you guys off doing this. Using a reference photo to determine where the blood's going to be dripping down, I'm first taking a water activated paint and putting that around the wound because obviously if something's going through your head, it's probably going to make you bleed just like a little bit, just a little bit. And then I'm going to be starting the blood drips again with water activated paint and first. And then coming in with, you guessed it, scab blood. I'm going to be taking scab blood and putting that all the way down where we just put down, or where I just put down, if you guys aren't recreating this, the fake blood, aka the water activated paint. You definitely can recreate this with more of a drippy blood, like a stage blood or anything like that, but I prefer the lack of mobility from the scab blood because then I can be very, very precise about where I'm placing it versus just letting it drip and hoping that it drips the exact same way that you just put down the water activated paint. I definitely did opt out of putting the fake blood more around my neck because I am going to be bending my neck in this and I didn't want it to transfer much. But as for my lips, I'm just going to be taking a gray tone brown. This is going to be a contour shade from Makeup Geek. I believe it's Scandal. I'm putting that all over my pressed lips, which is going to give it, again, that dead look as per usual. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Happy Halloween!